safe, kids acquired, and we're on our way. So I gave my son a choice. Did he want to do Lyft, or did he want to like have the rite of passage and do the shuttle to Disney? And his face was like, Mom, we gotta. It's her first time. We gotta do it. So we are on Mears Connect heading to the resort. I raised him right. Everybody's so excited! Alright, so we just got into the room, just kind of looked, we just kind of put our stuff down, but all of us are starving! So hungry. So we're headed to the lobby now to see the really grandeur of it. So the Kidani Village lobby itself is not like the grandeur like the real lobby is. So we're going to check that out, get some food, go to Disney Springs this evening. So let us get some food in our stomachs, and then the magic will begin. We're all trying the famous zebra domes. So these are like chocolate mousse, but they have the amarula cream in there. So if you don't know what that is, amarula is a South African like liqueur. Okay, here we go. Are we ready?
So ready. I'm ready now. Chocolatey.
Mousse.
White chocolatey. Almost a caramel. It's soft. Not caramel. It's soft.
Got that
it's good.
It's very good.
I love it. That's really good.
This is sweet. Whoa. That's really good with coffee. I get it stuck in my fingers. We're audience. Yeah. Ooh, it's rich. Yeah, very rich, very sweet. Really good. Very messy. So use a fork. Yeah. That is crazy.
Okay. Oh, and one more thing. I get all confused if everyone talks at once. So please, one answer at a time. Got it? Then let's get to this. What's the name of Raya's dragon friend? A. Lucky. B. Mushu. C. Cece.
C.
Correct. The moves that Raya and other characters use are rooted in Southeast Asian.
So far so good. It has been spot on, exactly what Jay has been expecting. We were going to get the sake flight, but they didn't have one of the sakes that was in it, so instead I just ordered 2 sakes for him to try. So I got the Heaven's Sake, and then I also got the Snow Maiden. And these are both served cold, and I do believe one was $17 and one was $13. So, first one. I love sake so much. It's nice, light, crisp, clean. Has notes of like honeydew on it. That's kind of what you get from that first one. So now this one is unfiltered, meaning that it still has like all the rice bits in it. Oh my goodness, that's good. I'm gonna let JR review this one for you.
Smells really good. Whoa.
That's amazing, isn't it? It is so
That's
different.
Very good.
Yes, it is.
Very different from the other one.
Yeah. So very, very light. That one has a heavier body to it. Yeah.
That's very great. That's delightful.
Yeah.
We have a Maguro tuna, bluefin tuna nigiri. This is just a certain piece of sushi. The Maguro tuna is a more lean cut of tuna, so it's not as fatty as some of your other pieces, and so really well done. It's gonna be my first time trying it. I'm really excited. It's not your basic, supermarket nigiri, so I'm really excited to try it. So here we go. Delicious. You can tell how good it was by how fast it was to eat. You know, most nigiri that you could eat that wasn't as high quality, you kind of take a long time to chew it. This one melted in your mouth. So good. They put a little bit of wasabi in between the rice and the fish, and that just gave it just the kick it needed. It's so good. That's traditionally how you do it, I believe, but very good. 10 out of 10.
Chef Morimoto's signature dish brie bob. Okay, the hot clay pot is 450 degrees, so please be very careful. It's very hot. Okay, so this is a nori seaweed, the egg yolk, the yuzu kosho, the Japanese citrus peppercorn. So I put it in the fish. So underneath the fish, we have a carrot, the sesame spinach, zenmai, the Japanese royal fruit, the daikon. This is the brie bob sauce, which has sesame, soy, and ginger in it. Then I mix them all together. So this dish was made in and one side cooked. It's chef's recommendation. Okay.
I'm asking him if it lived up to his expectations and what his thoughts were about the whole meal.
Thank you so much. It was fantastic, to say the least. I think every single dish met or exceeded the expectations. I think I'm not much of a professional foodie person, but I think no matter, regardless of your experience or love for food, I think you can appreciate this place's quality if you come from any background of loving food. So I think it's 10 out of 10 for sure. You got to come try it. It is just like, it's phenomenal. The experience is great, service is great, the food is even better. It's awesome.
Right, and we did join a virtual queue for Gideon's, so now we are looking at the menu and we're gonna grab some cookies. I doubt that we'll eat it tonight, but we'll at least have it for the week. And this Disney Springs is coming alive. Ending the night with Magic Kingdom fireworks from the rooftop of the Coca-Cola bar. And then also we tried one of the Gideon's cookies. So this is the Kris Kringle cookie, I do believe. Yo, this thing is amazing. I am not a fan of white chocolate at all. But this has like coffee beans in it, so ground coffee. It has coconut and then the white chocolate with sea salt. So good. So good. Rite of passage. Rope dropping! It's early! Adrenaline! I haven't had this feeling in a very long time. I just, I want the whole experience to be perfect. So we're in the door, we scanned in, going through all the logistics of scanning your park ticket, doing the finger, going through security. I got stopped at security. I'm like the queen of going through security. That was like a death wish for someone like me. But we were just sitting there going through that. But we're in the park, running very fast, I say speed walking very fast. Headed to Rise of the Resistance. Now, I will say, it's not as busy as I thought it was going to be this morning. Of course, we're not in Magic Kingdom, but I really thought it was going to be a lot busier this morning. But honestly, it feels like a normal rope dropping morning. So I'm already out of breath. It's a perfect day. Perfect. Oh, I forgot. Walking up to Hollywood Studios while it was still dark. Absolutely beautiful. The lights are still on. Christmas everywhere. The music. Oh. It has been a whirlwind of a morning, and I will catch y'all up here in just a little bit. Crowds that I thought were going to be here in Hollywood Studios for Christmas Day, not at all. We have been able to hit, all right, it is, I'm looking at the wrong thing. It's only about 30 minutes after park opening. We hit Rise of the Resistance, Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. We got all the way across the park. We did Tower of Terror, and we just got off Rock and Roller Coaster. Now, our stomachs like, bleh, yeah, just a little bit, so we're kind of taking it easy right now. In fact, he's getting a Sprite and a water. But yeah, it's really not that bad. I just looked at times, and Sleepy Dog Dash was only sitting at a 35-minute wait. Now, it is raining a little bit, and it hurts. It's like piercing whenever it's raining on the roller coaster, so I think we might wait. Rise right now is sitting at an 80-minute wait, but like I said, for Christmas Day crowds, not what I was expecting. So now we're going to go hit Mickey, Runaway Railway, and then after that, we're going to go to breakfast.
Spot you. Take those turbo lifts and stay out of trouble. Your cover is blown. Find an alternate route. Who picked these two droids anyway?
First thoughts. That was crazy. I was scared. I really was. I was like, we're in trouble.
Head better.
Here we go. Move your stick to the right and left. I was just about to say that. Pilot on the right. Go back on the stick to fly up. And push forward to fly down. Weapons are online. Left pilot. Hit the booster. Now let's go with that Guardian. Right pilot, make the jump to light speed.
Here you go. Hang on.
Just want you to know it's 9:39 in the morning. People are still just arriving. First thing in the morning for them. We have ridden 5, count them, 5 rides this morning. Can I say success? Whenever I share things on here that I'm very passionate about and things I come to often, I wanted to get another perspective of somebody who's never been here before. I wanted to see if they felt the same kind of thing, if they liked the thing. So that was one of the reasons for bringing JR and Pam here. I wanted to see what their reaction was, but I didn't preface anything about the experience. So I did ask. So number one, how they like the coffee, because they are coffee drinkers, and they both did really love the coffees. It wasn't what they were expecting. They're a lot stronger than what they normally do, but they do like to, I guess, experiment, if you will, and get different kinds of coffees, but sometimes it's a little bit on the sweeter end. So, but I asked a big question, and the big question is, would you come back for the coffee? Would you take time out of your day to come for the coffee? And they both said that they would come back for the experience of getting the coffee, not the coffee itself. And then the second thing is getting to the point where I am not satisfied enough with theme park food. So traveling outside of the park this morning, knowing it was just a Skyliner right away, to come over and have the amazing breakfast that we just had was everything. And they agreed. They really loved the sit down of it. This is a quick service, by the way. Everything was either $10.99, $11.99, or $12.99. The food came on real plates, real silverware, served to us by a server. It was everything and more, and a lot of food. In fact, we're taking quite a bit of food back to the room to be able to heat up for later. So the experience of getting out of the park after all of that hustle and bustle that we did for the 2 hours was great. Now we're ready to pack up the food, head back to Hollywood Studios, and do shows for the afternoon.
Yummy! Season's greetings, everyone! Oh, that's me! And I like warm hugs.
It's time. Let's bring in the season.
Ooh, yay! I love hugs.
This is overdue. Now look our best.
Ooh, I've never been so nicely dressed. Season's greetings here. I'm wondering what your family does at that time of
definitely chocolate.
Floating around the fungus troll.
I will travel miles and miles and I would follow any star. Together, I'll forever feel at home. And when we're together, it's to be.
It's snowing and I just got it in my eye. We've literally just been sitting on Main Street like this entire time that we've been here. We just had Casey's for dinner tonight, and now we're walking out and heading to Epcot, and then it started to snow! Merry Christmas! I'm seriously about to cry, y'all. It's so beautiful. The open area in Epcot. The lights on the ground. Oh my gosh. Look. The tree was, oh my gosh. Okay, let's go explore. Let's go. Oh my gosh. I am absolutely speechless. We caught that show and it was just amazing to sit in the middle of that, to have all the lights change around you and twinkle and go with the music. Yeah, oh my gosh, this is just, I love that section. I love it. I bought myself my own birthday present. Look at these ears, look at these. This is like that leather that the purses are made out of, which is my favorite. They're like embossed, it has cocoa in it. Oh, happy birthday to me.
Yeah, I do. That's crazy!
Alright, so extra magic hours for Deluxe Resort guests now begins in about 2 minutes. So we were over by Living with the Land and all of that area. So now we're going to start with Soarin' and then make our way around. This experience, like being in the park like this, has been on my bucket list, if you will, or on my checklist to do. So I'm excited. So we really only plan on getting those 4 big rides done. So Soarin', Remy's, Frozen, and then Guardians. So we'll see how it goes and what the wait times are. First hiccup of the night. So we were in line for Frozen Ever After, and they walked us out because the ride is now down for difficulty. So we'll see if we get to ride that tonight or not. But our boarding group just got called for Guardians, so we're gonna go get Guardians done, and then after that we're gonna knock off Remy's. Hopefully everything goes to plan. What was your first take on Guardians?
It was crazy! I literally had to close my eyes because I was kind of getting scared. But it was so much fun. The music made it so much better.
Oh man, and we got 2 more days to be able to join the virtual queue, so JR's happy. This is his favorite.
This is my favorite ride.
This is
That's so crazy. So much fun.
And that's a wrap on a beautiful Christmas day. Oh my gosh, today was just amazing. All right, a few thoughts on extra magic hours for here in Epcot. So number one, realistically, don't watch the fireworks if you are really wanting to get rides done. if we would have been in World Showcase and watched the fireworks, then we would have only been able to get 2 rides done. So number 1, the virtual queue, like riding for Guardians, it took 15 minutes, which isn't bad, but the entire experience of Guardians itself is like a long, drawn-out process. So that's number 1. Number 2, the rides in Epcot are extremely spread out, so you're walking from one end of the park to the other end of the park whenever you're wanting to hit the big rides. So if you're going to watch the fireworks, realistically, you're going to be able to get 2 big rides out of the way. If you don't watch fireworks, 3. You're going to get 3 big rides out of the way. Good morning. It's been a whirlwind of a morning, and I'm so used to being here on my own, so it's hard for me to like be in the moment and then also be on here at the same time, like showing all the tips and stuff. So I'm collecting all the information, and I will try to like catch you up either later, or especially whenever I get back home, we'll sit down and go through everything, like especially for that dining experience. It didn't feel rushed, but I was in the moment having conversation and that kind of thing. So it's a little different whenever I'm here by myself. But had a beautiful breakfast this morning at Akershus in Norway with the princesses. So we saw Snow White, Aurora, Belle, and we saw one more. Who was the last one that we saw? Ariel. There we go. Day 2, baby. Guardians just got called.
It's getting real.
All right, let's see. Predictions of song?
Conga.
I really want of September. Welcome to your life. All right, we'll let you know after. September it is, baby.
They strap you in like a roller coaster. They bring you to space.
Yeah, of course, right? That's great.
All right, let's try this. Definitely fishy. Yeah. Definitely.
Good though.
Good spice with the mayonnaise that's on top. Has cream cheese in it as well. So, with everything together, it was really good. Now there wasn't any soy sauce, so that was just dry. But if you're not a fan of like a fishy taste, then you might not like it. But it was cute. It was a little Christmas tree, so it was good.
Yeah.
Me review the affogato gelato with the espresso, but JR hasn't had it in 2 years, so he wanted it again, and it was just as creamy and delicious as last time. Plus we're going to need that jolt from the espresso that's in there. And then Pam got the cannoli, and it has like an orange twist to it, and it's really good. So it does have like a crunchy shell, and then the texture of the filling was kind of gritty. I'm not even sure I know how to explain it. But overall, it's not overly sweet, which is what I like. But the dessert is really good. Now, I like anything orange, so it's perfect. Never gets old. Very Magic Kingdom. Just step foot. It's my birthday. Look.
Yes.
All right, it is time to go have a beautiful night. Rite of passages. Popcorn. We have Disney popcorn and we have Mickey Mouse. We're in Magic Kingdom and it's so awesome. All right, we have not talked any logistics hardly at all this trip. Now, it's only the second day that I have really been intentional about like what we ride at certain times of the day. So far, Hollywood Studios and for Epcot, it was actually very successful. So that is what we are attempting tonight. So I have things on my list that we're going to try and get done. Now, we got into the park a little earlier than I expected we were going to. Right now, all the waits are sitting at like 60, 65, 70, 110 minutes. So as we're waiting for like fireworks to start, which is when I'm hoping, crossing my fingers that everything works like I'm thinking it's going to, that's when we'll really start riding the rides. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to fill in with the things that have really low weight. So they really want to see Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, so we're going to go check that out. Mickey's PhilharMagic is another one, and then at that point then we'll kind of see, and then if we have to stand in line, my goal is a 45-minute wait or under. So I'm going to take you through the entire night and see how it plays out.
This is the TTA Blue Line, non-stop service around Tomorrowland.
I will say, you know, I knew that the overlays for the rides are going to be happening during Christmas week, but it like takes me back like I'm at Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, because everything that's happening right now is like it is at Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. So Space Mountain right now has the holiday music and the holiday lights. Tomorrowland Speedway is all lit up. Mad Tea Party has all that going. The Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, that was the holiday party. So it was just really cool. The only thing we're missing is the Christmas parade at night. After seeing the Christmas parade during the day, like during my last trip, it's not the same. I like it a lot better at night with the snow on Main Street. It just adds to the ambiance. But anyway, just thought I would share. It's like being at Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. So for Christmas week, you are going to see the Minnie's Christmas Time fireworks. And that fireworks show is a lot shorter than what Happily Ever After would be. So by the time we got off of Haunted Mansion, we were going to head, number one, let me backtrack, Big Thunder is down. We were going to head to Big Thunder right after that because that was sitting at like a 40-minute wait, and we were willing to do that because that's on his list for tonight. But it is closed right now. So in the app, it said that Peter Pan was 30. Well, by the time we got over there, fireworks were already done because it was only 15 minutes long, whereas Happily Ever After is a little bit over 20 minutes, like just a little bit. So that jumped to 60, like real quick. Let's see here. Space Mountain is really, really on his list tonight. It is sitting at a 65-minute wait, but with the holiday overlay, he is willing to wait that 65 minutes. So now we are heading to Space Mountain to go wait in line, so I'll time that and see how long it takes. All right, so I wanted to get his opinion on what it was like doing it with the overlay.
So, classic, fun, a lot of energy, high energy ride. For most things, I'm a traditionalist, so I just like how it is and how it's supposed to be. So the change up threw me off a little bit, but still a lot of fun.
Yeah, because so you can see the entire track whenever it's with the holiday overlay and with the red and the green lights and the Christmas music. So it's a little bit different. Now, I always love a little change just to mix things up, so I just wanted to see what he thought since he does not come as often. Last thing of the night, we are not done yet. Alright, so they did want to eat something before we left the park since we're going to get back at the resort really late. And since you're able to get in line for rides all the way up until like a minute before it closes and still be in line no matter how late it is, we decided to go ahead and eat on the in-between time. We would much rather eat and have food in our stomach than to be standing in line at Seven Dwarfs. At the time it was posted 50 minutes. So now, I haven't looked to see what time it is. So we just ate, we just sat down for just a little bit, and now we are heading to Seven Dwarfs Mine Train to close out the night. I will have to say, tonight has been a success. Everybody is happy, which is the most important thing. We hit everything on everybody's list that they really wanted to do the first night in Magic Kingdom. Just finished with Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. So whenever we walked through the queue, it was a 50-minute wait. So we waited 37 minutes. So not too bad. I have gotten it shorter before, but considering it's Christmas week, really was not bad. So honestly, the entire night was incredible as far as what we got done. Now I knew that we were going to have like one ride where we were going to wait probably an hour or a little bit more, and that ended up being Space Mountain. So we did end up waiting 75 minutes for Space Mountain whenever we were in that queue, because that was just like in that hump area right there where it was still early enough in the night that crowds were still kind of hanging around. But I think overall, perfect night. It is 12:15 a.m. We are heading out now. We are exhausted. We had an absolutely full day, and I want to thank every single one of you sharing my birthday with me today. It was more than I could have asked for. It was the literally perfect day. I'm just in awe, and just walking down Main Street, I'm just But tomorrow we are going to sleep in. The only thing that will get us into a park probably before 10 is if a virtual queue gets called. That's it. So you probably won't hear from me until about 11 o'clock tomorrow, because I'm going to be sleeping. Good afternoon, and oh my gosh, you feel that? The sun. We haven't had the sun like this in a few days. This is why I come to Florida. I love the sun. I am like a beach girl all through and through. Okay, so it's just about noon. We are walking up because our boarding group was called about 15 minutes ago, actually. So we are literally going to be starting out the day, getting our adrenaline going, and then we're just going to spend a little bit of time in Epcot this morning, eat a few places that JR wants to eat at, like his favorite places, and then we're going to be in Hollywood Studios as soon as we can get into Hollywood Studios, and then I'll take you through logistics of rides and all of that. We decided not to get Genie Plus for Hollywood Studios. He wanted to just take the day and just enjoy the ambiance since we got so many rides done on that first night. So that is the flow for today. I know this hasn't been like a normal trip, but I really do appreciate and love y'all so much for following along for the personal moments. Let's talk weather and outfits for just a minute. So this particular trip, I just packed all pants. That was it, and a few short sleeve shirts. So I've been in jeans, very comfortable. I will say, so the first day the weather was in the 60s and the 70s, but there was a lot of rain. It was very overcast, so I knew it was going to be a little bit chilly, especially kind of like going in and out of places. So that's why I wore that long sleeve that I had on, and it was just a very thin long sleeve. I never had to add another layer on over that at night. Yesterday I also had that t-shirt on and pants, very, very comfortable. But as soon as the sun went down in Magic Kingdom, like we were in Magic Kingdom for about an hour, and then once we got on the People Mover and we got up a little bit, ooh, that breeze hit us, and it was like, whoa. It was chilly. It was beautiful, don't get me wrong, but we did need another layer. So my son had a sweatshirt. He was absolutely comfortable. His girlfriend just had a jacket, and then I just had that vintage sweater that I had on. And then tonight, same thing. I just have another sweatshirt for tonight. Now, tonight, overnight, it is supposed to rain, and then tomorrow when we wake up, from that point on, the weather, the high is only going to be like 65s, and then it's going to go into the 50s and then into the 40s at night as well. Now, we plan on closing down Magic Kingdom at least once, so we're really going to be in that 40-degree weather range. So I did bring like different layers for that. So whenever we get to that point, then I'll start telling you like when I start adding on the layers, what I brought, how warm it kept me, and all of that. So just for those of you that are going to have like January and February trips, that is key, like just like different layers, because you can literally have every season in one trip. third and probably last time this trip on Guardians, but we got Disco Inferno. It was amazing. So I asked Pam, I said, okay, so now that you've ridden it 3 days in a row, could you tell that with each ride you notice something different? And she said yes. So the first ride, usually if you don't know what to expect, you're just, it's overwhelming. Second time you know what to expect, you enjoy it a little bit more, and then you realize that you're going to get a different song that makes the experience. So this third time, I could tell that she was really looking at the screens, because there's actually a whole storyline as you're going through the entire ride. So just keep that in mind. But oh man, that was a rush. Now it's time to go eat. So I was going to wait until we hit Animal Kingdom before I really started talking about like dealing with the crowds and how it's felt so far. So far I've been really intentional about what we've been doing. So we've been able to hit things at the time periods where crowds aren't, where we haven't had to deal with them too bad. Now today, since we walked into the park literally around noon, that is whenever crowds, are there, just absolute thickest and heaviest. So today is the first day that we're really dealing with that. So when we were all walking around World Showcase trying to get our food, it took each time we got our food at each stop. So the first stop in China maybe took about 10-15 minutes. Mine took about 10-15 minutes, but then when we got to Japan to get the food here, it took like 30 to 40 minutes. Plus we're really dealing with how to find seats. So just make sure whenever you're getting food like that, you're sending somebody out to go look for a table. Another big thing that you need to be taking advantage of is if the place has mobile order, absolutely mobile order. That is going to be one of the biggest time savers. Now the only place out of all three places that we all ate at, mine was the only one that had the mobile order capability. All the other places you needed to stand in line and actually order your food at a kiosk and then get it from the window. So just keep that in mind. The next big season where it's going to be like really busy are for those of you that are going for spring break. That's going to be the next busiest time comparable to what we're at right now as far as crowd levels go. But I am still going to speak on crowds and take you through all of that for anybody that's like planning a December trip, like maybe next year or in the future, and or for spring break. So I have a lot of insight now, which is the main reason I really wanted to come, was to experience all the crowds. So today we had one of those real talk scenarios that I always kind of warn you about and make sure that you have real expectations about. So today, when our Guardians queue our Guardians boarding group got called, it's a little earlier than what we were expecting. So we were a little bit jolted out of getting rushed and getting into the park. So we got into the park a little earlier than we thought. We weren't fully rested. So after being in Epcot, eating, walking around, finishing up the last little things, all of us could just feel it. Like we were just something was off. We just didn't feel right. We weren't enjoying it. Our bodies were tired. So we made a decision to go back and rest. And we slept for a good 2 hours. I mean, a good 2 hours. Like we woke up and it was dark. But now we feel so much better, so much fully rested, and we are going to have to adapt our schedule just a little bit, but I'm telling you, take those moments. I'll talk more on it a little bit later whenever I get back and really start breaking stuff down. But now it's a nice, beautiful, chilly night. We got some Starbucks. I got a chai tea latte, and we are in Fantasmic, baby. First show of the night, it's going to be packed, but I want to be able to get at least one ride in before the park closes. And the plan is to hop back over to Magic Kingdom since it closes at midnight. So let's see how the night goes. We just got off Toy Story Mania. Literally with what, 4 minutes? Yeah. We ran just like you don't dash. So now we're here. And we're all out of breath. Crazy. We're sweating. No. That was so fun.
It was the best.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. We walked in. Q said 80 minutes. We only waited 30. So definitely worth it.
Oh yes, so much fun.
Now we're headed to Magic Kingdom. Okay, so what did we come into Magic Kingdom for?
A turkey leg. A turkey leg.
Can you believe it? So we're like hightailing it down to Liberty Square to go get a turkey leg before 11 p.m.
Oh
amazing night getting into Magic Kingdom. So we did Pirates of the Caribbean, walk on, Buzz Lightyear, Space Ranger spin, walk on. The rain has like kept people away. The cool front has actually come in and it feels amazing, but it is a little chilly. But I love it. I love it so much. So now we're gonna go end the night with Peter Pan and possibly It's a Small World, and we have, within all the days that we've been here, pretty much finished about everything. Tomorrow, the main thing is whenever we do Magic Kingdom, we're gonna hit She Wants to Meet Cinderella, and so we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do Jungle Cruise. Other than that, it's gonna be we're gonna hop over to Animal Kingdom for the rest of the evening and just enjoy the ambiance in Magic Kingdom for the morning. So, woohoo! It is again 12:15 in the morning. If you can't tell, I love being in the parks like late at night. It's just my favorite thing in the world. But we had another successful night, even just being in Magic Kingdom for what, that hour and a half that we were here. We got 5 rides in about a little over an hour. So as soon as we got here, that's when we went and got the turkey leg, and then after that we were able to hit boom, 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 ride after ride, basically with walk-ons. So yeah, it's great. It's just so great. It's going to be chilly tomorrow, I can already tell. So I'll go over clothes and all of that as soon as we wake up tomorrow, and we'll be heading into Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom. So good night, y'all. From a very early, very cold Magic Kingdom. I got boarding group 14 this morning for Tron, so we are hightailing it out. We do have to switch resorts, so this morning we kind of finished packing up, and we kind of left Animal Kingdom earlier than the after hours actually began, so we did not experience that last night. I will go over all of that because yesterday Animal Kingdom was a hot mess, so I have a lot of thoughts on that. But right now we are trying to get down Main Street, get over to Tron. We have about 30 minutes before our time is up for our boarding group, so they're actually a little bit ahead of me because I made them go. I got stopped at security, my jacket and my pins. So if you have a jacket and you have pins on, that will set it off. So make sure you take that out of your backpack as well. But whew, let's get this day started. What a week it has been, but it is now time to sit down and kind of talk a few things. Finally sitting in the sun. It's about 52 degrees. I am in Magic Kingdom, just taking in the ambiance. The kids are really wanted to go shop and be in Disney Springs, so I let them go do their thing, and I'll meet up with them a little bit later. But let's talk crowds. Let's talk about what I thought about going into this trip, and then the reality of what it's really been like. If you have never been before, all you can do is really just imagine what it's like being in the thick of holiday crowds until you're in it. Listening to people saying it's crowded and actually being in it and feeling what the rush of it feels like and just the energy of what it feels like being in the crowds are two totally different things. So let's see if I can put it into words. So number one, let's see, while it's on my brain, last night in Animal Kingdom was a disaster, and I hate so much that was Pam's first experience in Animal Kingdom because it can be calm and serene, but yesterday I cannot explain to you how many people were in Animal Kingdom and what the ride lines situation were. It was awful. Next time, if you're going to Animal Kingdom on a busy day and you don't have Genie Plus, then you need to be there in the morning. Hands down, need to be in Animal Kingdom in the morning first thing. And that's going to bring me to my second point, rides. So I want you to understand that all of like the tips I was showing you, how I was able to get like so many rides done, is we either did them first thing in the morning, so like we rope dropped, so we were at the park like an hour before early entry, like on Hollywood Studios, and in Magic Kingdom we rode everything at night. It was like 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m. So was it first thing in the morning or at night? In the middle of the day, the only thing we did was eat, sleep, and watch a few shows, and maybe stand in line for one ride during the thick of the day. So I want you to understand that the middle of the day is going to be the worst of it. I had to change spots because of the castle show that was going on, which brings me to my next point. We didn't even do things that I think are like add to the experience and the magic. So we didn't see any stage shows, we did not see any parades, nor did we sit and watch any fireworks. But I have another little second thought on that one, on JR's perspective of this trip as well. So that's just another thing as well, that, let's see here, how do I put this into words? If you've been before, let's do it this way. If you have been before ordering food, standing in line for food, little things like that, getting places, getting from one end of the park to the next, add on an extra 15 to 30 minutes to what you have normally experienced on a normal park day, like during the summertime or something like that. That is what it's like for holiday crowds. Pam did experience like meeting Mexican Donald, and then this morning she really wanted to meet Cinderella. So she really, really did have the experience of meeting a princess that can actually interact with you that way. So that was really awesome to watch her interact and just get that giddy kind of feeling. So that was a lot of fun. But now to my side point about JR's thoughts coming during the holidays. Whenever I first started coming during the holidays, I had the same thought process that JR does. But now my mindset is a little different now that I've come multiple years during the holiday season. So if you have never come during the holiday season before, but you've been to Disney World before, the difference and the feel and the music is totally different walking up to the parks, Magic Kingdom, or any of the parks, let me just say any of the parks, than it is during the holiday season. So when you're walking up to Magic Kingdom, you hear the music from the movies that you loved when you were little, that you grew up on, and all of that. During the holidays, you walk up to Christmas music, so which is like something that you normally hear at home. So he was a little off-put by that because he wanted to hear like all the nostalgic stuff, getting the rush, getting the butterflies in the stomach, and just getting giddy about, oh my gosh, I'm here in Magic Kingdom, that kind of thing. So have a different perspective whenever you're coming up for the holidays for the first time. And then on the flip side of that, if you are coming to Disney World for the first time ever, this is your first trip and you're coming during the holidays, know that a trip during non-holiday season is totally different. Crowds are not as bad. The feel is going to be different. The music is going to be different. So don't let the holiday season be your one and done. You really need to experience it in a non-holiday season as well. I'm telling you, the feeling is totally different. I cannot talk towards Genie Plus for this trip since I didn't use it, and I really didn't pay attention to this trip just because I was really in the moment with family. Now I am coming back in March, and I want to be here in the thick of spring break, and I will be here by myself. My mom will be here. She's going to come with me to Epcot because the next trip she has a little FOMO watching me with the kids here, so now she's like, I'm coming with you in March. But anyway, I will be here, and during the thick of those crowds, I do really want to get into the rides and being in here and using Genie Plus, because we have seen Genie Plus at the highest cost sell out quickly. And then also I have noticed, I have been looking at ride weights and that kind of thing, and how I want to see how many rides you can actually get in the thick of the really big holiday season kind of thing. So like I said, I can't really speak to it too much since I didn't actually go through the process this trip. That was just like an overall general thought and information giving you. Whenever I get back, we're really going to dive deep and analyze and all that fun stuff that I love to do. But I would love for all of y'all that I would love your input. I would love for you to talk to me about this. I want a conversation. So if you have thoughts, if you've been before, I want your perspective because I love putting all the puzzle pieces together to help those that are planning. So yeah, so tell me what you think. Already having some great conversations with a lot of you and putting things like in perspective. Now, another thing that's been really different for me on this trip is I'm usually in work mode whenever I'm here, making sure that I'm getting the experiences, getting different perspectives, making sure I know like how to help you when something goes wrong, giving you the strategies and all of that. So for me, this trip, actually putting them in implementation and dealing with the hiccups that come with rides breaking down, not feeling good, our body's just not cooperating with us, stuff like that has been a really good moment. This is why I like to mix up my trips between by myself and then coming with family or friends, because it puts me back into perspective of what it's really like being with a group of people. So keep the conversations coming. And now I have just arrived at Coronado Springs. A room was ready. I just asked for the first available because really all we're going to be doing is sleeping in here. I don't need anything close to a bus stop or anything like that. And I'm looking around the room and I'm just sitting here. And my first initial thought is I like this room better than what we were in at Animal Kingdom Lodge. I do. But Animal Kingdom Lodge had an actual mini fridge and a microwave, which really helped whenever we got back late because we were able to heat up leftovers, or like whenever we were sleeping in, we had leftovers to heat up. So it's a big give and take. Oh, I would love to know what's more important to you, like having an actual fridge and a microwave or having room. I would love to know. After a very long rest today, we are back at it and heading into Hollywood Studios. JR is trying to shake something off. He's just not sure what it is. He just feels off. So we drugged him with some medicine that I brought and let him sleep for literally like 3, almost 4 hours. So we're up and at him and better. And I am adding something to my winter bring with me list. I did not bring these. Pam brought these because I was always bringing gloves. But these babies right here, hot hands, oh my gosh. Game changer. As we're in the parks, it's very windy today, and it's very cold on the hands, but these in your pockets, oh my goodness. If you've got a January trip, bring these if you're going to have like cold weather in the 40s and the 50s. Finishing up with Pam's favorite requests. What's the first one? Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway!
Understood, Lieutenant. 4521, you make us all proud. What resistance intelligence have you gathered here? It's okay, all right? These people can't. If this is the best the resistance has to offer, we're going to be fine. 4521. All right, speak freely. Get it. Come over here, please.
It's either the delirious talking or the magic. But guess where we are? Magic Kingdom! We're gonna close this baby down with one ride, probably Big Thunder. That's on JR's list. One ride. And then
hot dogs in our bellies
from Casey's Corner. We just wanted to say thank you so much for following along with us all week long. I have loved all of your messages. Everybody enjoying her first time coming. So thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Y'all have a magical night. Good early afternoon. I am having a coffee from the Barcelona Coffee Lounge, which is in the lobby in the Gran Destino Tower on the first floor. I got the cafe con leche this morning with toasted marshmallow. I'm telling you, my rest days and travel days home whenever I go late are beginning to be some of my favorite, to just finally sit, relax, and enjoy. As much as it has been just a whirlwind and so much fun going 90-0 literally since the minute we touched down in Orlando, it is. I'm reminded of how important it is to slow down as well. So I'll be here at this resort until about 5 o'clock today, just kind of going around exploring. My first time at this resort, I wasn't able to do that. So this is like a redo, if you will. So yeah, I'll kind of take you around today as I'm just leisurely going around, but I'll show you a few clips from the Barcelona lounge area.
Provided by Joffrey's, and the espresso is Italian espresso.
So the coffee bar is open from 6:30 a.m. until 12 noon. After that, it turns into a lounge area and a bar at 3 p.m. on, and you can have tapas there and that kind of thing. I was going to say something. Oh yeah, I'm getting to the point to where, I just don't like all that stuff in my coffee, so this was just perfect. Just espresso with some milk and just a little bit of a sweetener, so just a little bit of a taste. Absolutely perfect. And it was right around, I think it was like $5.29, so not bad at all. And random tidbits of information for today. Now, if you can't tell, my voice is about gone. Since we have been in the parks until almost 1 a.m. almost every night this week, and the weather has been cold. This is probably one of the first trips that I've really had to use the medication that I bring. So this is the medication that I suggest you bring just in case, and has helped. Excuse me, and has helped. And then it also helped JR as well. So number one, Sudafed. I can just feel the congestion. Number two, NyQuil. We did Dayquil and NyQuil to help at night. I also wish, which I'm going to add to my winter pack list for medicine, I wish I would have brought Mucinex. That really, really would have helped as well. And then cough drops and Advil. So those are the things that we took, mainly JR and I, all week long to keep the congestion at bay.